I'm Carol Willis. I'm the founder, director, and curator of the Skyscraper Museum here in Battery Park City. And we've been here in our permanent home for just a little more than 5 years. The museum is actually 12 years old, and we started in the financial district on Wall Street, occupying vacant spaces in old bank branches during the last real estate recession. And now we have this wonderful permanent home that's designed by Skidmore, Owings and Merrill, by the architect Roger Duffy, and it's very contemporary design, a stainless steel floor and ceiling that makes the whole space seems rather like a vertical Versailles in its exaggerated verticality. But as contemporary as the design of the museum is, our subject is really the history of the city of New York and the history of the skyscraper. The Skyscraper Museum is really on one floor. It's a gallery space of 5,000 square feet, but it seems much bigger because of the stainless steel floor and ceiling that reflect up and down in these endless verticals. So the space with the cases, which show the artifacts of our exhibition, tend to look like towers in the space and give the interior a feel of urbanity. The current exhibition at the museum is called China Prophecy Shanghai, and it looks at skyscrapers in the Chinese metropolis, the vast metropolis of 18 million people. It's Shanghai. In the last about 10 or 15 years, Shanghai has really been transformed from a horizontal city of about 2 stories into a vertical story of magnificent towers, the tallest of which are 101 stories, so taller by about 400 feet than the Empire State Building. And these new towers really represent the kind of 21st century version of New York that bespeaks the same kind of energy and optimism that existed in the first decades of the 20th century as New York represented the city of the future. So today, Shanghai represents the same kind of tremendous growth and technological change and advances that New York modern represented back 100 years ago. So in the exhibition, you can see a whole range of artifacts, architectural models. You see here the model for the Shanghai World Financial Center. It's a 101-story building that's over 1,600 feet high. The model from the architects and also the structural model, the structural engineers. You can also see in the exhibition wind tunnel models. So you'll see in other parts of the exhibition models from architects' offices, but also from the engineering, structural engineering aspects of the design process, like the wind tunnel model for the tower, which is called Jinmao, that's in the area of the new skyscraper development in Shanghai called Pudong. At the museum, we do special shows like China Prophecy that focus on a whole range of topics. It could be China, it could be the Burj Dubai, the new world's tallest building. But our principal mission at the Skyscraper Museum is the history of New York. And so in the area at the edge of the special exhibitions, we have a kind of evolution of the history of the skyscraper that we describe, including some of the earliest towers from Lower Manhattan in the late 19th century, up through and especially concentrating onto the story of the World Trade Center and also the rebuilding of Ground Zero. So in all of the various aspects of the skyscraper's development, design, construction, occupation, its place in the skyline and in the life of the city, these are all the subjects that we examine at the Skyscraper Museum.